darlings, welcome to your weekly readings. I am going to be using the Guiding Light Oracle to get an overriding theme message for you, followed by the Guardian Angel Tarot. And I might pull a little bit of, what's the other one? The Wild Unknown Tarot, if I need any more clarification for you. This reading, your readings are for when you most need to hear them. And if they resonate with you, my darling, you are hearing it within your divine design. My readings are timeless, so whenever you are guided to see this reading, it is for you if you resonate with it. And if you do resonate or with the reading or with myself, thank you as ever for liking this video, for your comments, your wonderful comments. Thank you for subscribing to this channel, for sharing, mentioning, and also becoming members of this channel. My gift back to all of you is the Pay What You Can 30-minute online readings. I have shuffled the cards and I am starting with Capricorn. So Capricorn, my darlings, this is your weekly reading for this, I would say, second week in May. So let's see what wishes to come out for you from the Guiding Light Oracle. Thank you, Spirit. Blessing in Disguise, number 35. Before I read what it says, there is perhaps you're feeling a sort of spiraling out of control of something in your life right now. But Spirit wants you to shift your perspective, or try to shift your perspective, that this change, number 5, is for your growth. Number 3 and 5 and 3 makes 8, and it takes just a little bit of perseverance to work your way through this, and it takes that certain dedication in the actions that you're taking at this time, and also in the action of looking to perceive perhaps there is a blessing in disguise with regards to this matter. You are being asked not to prejudge your current set of circumstances. The word current is also the flow of water, the flow, it represents life itself. Water is represents the path of least resistance. There is current, there is movement happening at this time. Although your present set of circumstances are current in your life, they will not be current forever, because there is movement there is change there. So let's see what spirits, well, first of all, let's see where you are currently. Thank you. So the 8 of Cups is the first card that I've seen coming out, but I've also seen the 8 of Swords as well. So regarding a blessing in disguise, there has been a movement away, an energetic, perhaps physical movement away from a situation. And this is you. Do you see here, you're walking towards the angels here. So although you may feel that you're leaving with nothing, actually, my darling, she's walking confidently. There is a confidence with which you're walking away from a certain situation, and you're walking into the outstretched arms of Spirit. So there is, on this path for you now, there is the guidance that you will need. There is the there will be many messengers in disguise for you that are being sent by the universe to assist you at this time. And you may have chosen this, you may have not chosen this, but at a soul level, it has been chosen. Your soul has chosen it in relation to what is the circumstances, and perhaps other people within this, their souls have also chosen this. And in this quest, in this search for answers, and a search for your own sense of fulfillment, you are growing in that feeling of empowerment. You're growing with this thing. You're growing with the set of circumstances that have been presented to you at this time. You have got also alongside this number, another number 8 here. So I just want to pull your eyes back to that 3 and that 5. 3 and the 5 again being 8. 8 is about the action you take. It is about the dedication to that. It's also about perhaps the blocks, the obstacles, the barriers that you feel that you're facing at this time. And so there is this barrier, this obstacle of self-doubt, of confusion, and also perhaps that you feel that you haven't had a say in this matter. You haven't had free will within this matter. Spirit is saying to you that you've actually taken a very unique path to be here. Do you see the footprints on the snow? And that you are actually prepared for this now. And the self-doubt that you are feeling, the confusion you are feeling, is coming from a sense of not truly understanding perhaps what has been a blessing in disguise, or perhaps what your deepest motivations are within this situation. Have you been putting that message out to the universe that you wish and desire things to change? Have you been unhappy in a certain situation, but pretending that you've been happy? And so there are all sorts of parameters that the universe is asking you to consider about why you are where you are right now. But the essence of it is a blessing in disguise. It may not appear, it may appear to be at this time because it's in disguise, it's hiding, it's pretending to be something else. It may pretend to be not a blessing at all this time. But the universe is asking you to trust that in hindsight, you will look back on this and see this as an absolute universal blessing to you that was in disguise, because this is actually through the reappearance of things, the kind of unveiling of things, the removal of certain personas in the mix, that the disguise is removed, and actually we begin to see the actual full pattern of events that has emerged from this. So let's see what Spirit's advice is for you, my darlings. Thank you with regards to this situation, the Chariot. And it says here, willpower, victory, and recognition. The universe wishes for you, and this is number 7, my darling. Sorry, I've just got something pop up on my screen. This is number 7, my darling. Where is it? There it is. This is number 7. So this is with the understanding that you are controlling this. You can control, you are in control now in terms of how you are responding in your life. Do you see here, she's got her arms open wide, but it is that we're not actually really ever in control of anything, and we should never look to be in control of anything, but we are always in control of how we respond to a situation. And the universe is asking you to respond to this blessing in disguise by looking now to seek out, to search, to receive, to understand, to recognize. Do you see here with recognition, to recognize that blessing, my darling? And there is a real, although you may not feel it, but I feel you do, because there is a lot of movement in this 8 of Cups. There is a lot of movement in this spiral. There has come a little bit of a stuck energy here, but there is a real sense of progression. There is a real sense of actually things happening much faster than you could possibly imagine them to be. And there is also a little bit of magic in the air. They're asking you for your courage. They're asking you to continue this, to will yourself through this, to continue to walk away from things that might be tempting to draw yourself back in. And number 7, to reflect upon, to look at what is happening in your life, to not, and the words prejudge there, to not judge something without truly understanding what it is. So just to be open to receiving absolute clarity and absolute truth, and look at that transformation, the Tower on the bottom of the deck, realization, life change, and liberation. So this huge event that's happened, that has, you know, taken the wind out of yourselves, taken the rug out from under your feet. You've actually, at a subconscious, superconscious level, being guided by Spirit, being led by Spirit, being led by the light, being led by the heart in this matter. I feel with the timer here that you have, this is like a natural timer, so there is a natural sense of progression again with this, with things happening, and the worst part of it, the worst part of the storm is over. You've made such sort of headway with the Chariot here as well. And you're allowing yourself with certain realizations that are going to come through and have come through. Those realizations are shifting your perception, shifting your feelings about the matter, which is of importance to you, and therefore shifting outcomes for you in this new reality, in this life change for you. And it's liberation from an energy that once made you feel very, very stuck, my darling. So there we are, a blessing in disguise. Just sit with it, breathe with it, and just be open to seeing this as a blessing in disguise rather than prejudging what is happening. So much love to you, and I look forward to doing you another reading next week. In the meantime, do check out your May readings, and I shall be starting the summer readings soon. Lots of love, my darlings. Libra, hello, my darlings. Welcome to your weekly reading. Let's have a look to see what wishes to come out for you today. Thank you. What did that card want to come out? You have got Onward and Upward has wanted to come out, number 43. Bear with me just 1 second. I do apologize. Sorry about that. Things tend to pop up on my screen and they block my vision. So Onward and Upward, number 43. So 4 is about stability, 3 is about growth. So in order for your forward movement now towards more stability in your life, you are being encouraged to look onward and upward, to not look back and down. So what I feel with this is, and you've got lots of beautiful sort of almost like little fireflies, it's been a bit of a delicate process, but you have shifted quite exponentially in your energy space. And this is a constantly ever evolving situation for you. It says, let go of the past so you can be present and create the future you desire. This is a reminder that we create our futures. We create our futures by how we respond to the present situation. The present is always a gift. Sometimes we ignore that gift and we're living in the future, or we're living in the past, and we all have a tendency to do this. This is a reminder about what you're thinking and saying and doing now. You are placing in your future through the vibrational signature message that you are giving out. So let go of the past now so that you can be present and create the future that you desire. And it's onward and upward. This is something that's a higher elevation from where you have been. This is something that is tremendous for you, I'm receiving. So let's have a look at your current energy. And it's kind of written in the stars for you. Look at that transformation. The Tower, the first one out of the starting block for you in terms of where you are. You have been led, you have been guided by your heart. You have been guided by what is right. You've been guided by a force greater than you. You have let yourself be led away from this, away from what was holding you back. There is obviously still within your energy space the remnants of the past, the energy from the past, but it is something that was, and represented here by the Tower, it is something that naturally, by the forces of nature, the natural cycles in your life, that cycle in your life came to an end. That energetic structure dissolved and dissipated in order to make way for a new expanded structure. You have come through the worst of it. You've probably come through the eye of the storm. It almost looks like the eye of the storm here as well. There is a butterfly here for transformation. You have the ivy here for commitment. This is done a significant life change for you. And do you know, sometimes we plan these things in our life. Sometimes we systematically do this. We self-destruct certain things in order from a soul level to make way for the new, to make way for the expanded. But onward and upward, Spirit is saying there is so much for you to look forward to. So let's see what Spirit's advice is for you. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so this is why they're asking you to move onward and upward. You are becoming, and we've all done this again as well, and I'm talking from my experiences, we can become trapped in a very comfortable position where we are repeating things over and over and over in our mind. And the bed represents that sort of comfortable space where we don't have the energy to go onward and upward because we are replaying things in our minds, and it becomes almost an habitual thing that we do. And we replay and we replay and we recreate scenarios, and we go through the wish I'd done that and I could have done that, or you're worrying about the future. And Spirit wants you now to release all of that, to trust that all will be well. All is well. Where you are right now is where you're meant to be. You have done something extraordinary. You have gone through and you have been willing to be led by Spirit. You have surrendered. You have let go of so much. You are allowing yourself to go through a transformational process. You are going through an awakening. That's what the Tower means. And that's because of your free will. We have conscious free will. to how we respond to situations. This has been your response. It may be hidden away under lots of different reactions, but this has been your subconscious, your conscious, and your soul's response to the situation. You wish and desire to transform. You wish and desire to go through this process of extraordinary change. Transformation means the transfer of information. You are receiving, like drip feed from the universe, everything that you need at this time to help you move onward and upward. So going into the replay of your mind of things that have happened in the past, living in the past is not going to bring you into the future that you so desire. Living in the past is only going to create like a hamster wheel approach in your life. And the negativity is coming from sitting within that space of viewing this as an identity, that something's happened to you. And Spirit is trying to ask you to understand that something has happened for you and you are moving onward and upward. And whenever we hear that, it kind of fills us with a sense of courage and bravery. And I know the pot of gold is at the end of the rainbow, and I'm going to move onward and upward because I am better than this. So that is your advice, my darling. And then let's just see if there's one more card for you about what is coming in for you. I did see the Empress there, which was beautiful. And what have we got? It was too many cards, but I'm seeing the Moon and the Justice card are the first two cards that I've seen. So, you know, basically, bar the Nine of Swords, which is conflicts in the mind created by limitations in the mind and not being able to see things, you've got the Justice card and the Moon. Your intuition at this point of time is bang on. It's absolutely perfect. It's spot on. It's almost saying it's right between the goalposts. Wherever you're aiming that intuition at, it's spot on. Okay. There are things that you're facing now that you've never faced before. There are things that are, yes, it's causing you to be very much out of your comfort zone. And I feel this is why, you know, the tendency to fall back into that space is in its way comforting. I know that sounds strange, but I believe you understand what I mean, that we can get stuck in a miserable, sad space and actually just never feel that we're going to have the energy to move out of it. But you have a very strong desire. What is happening right now is not quite what you believe it to be. Okay, so everything is not as it seems. Spirit is saying there is something yet unseen, there is something yet unknown. You're being asked to take that, continue to take that footstep onward and upward into the unknown. Embrace the unknown because it's limitless for you, my darling, and be open to the possibilities, be open to information as an aspect of your transformation, be open to discoveries, to be open to surprises, delights, and opportunities and possibilities, and also challenges, because we do like a challenge, don't we? Though we say we don't, we actually do. And how amazing do we feel after a set of challenges that we may have faced, or even one where actually we think, oh my goodness, that was actually not quite as bad as it seems, because that's the law of non-resistance. When we don't resist the challenge, when we throw ourselves headlong into it, we stretch ourselves into it, all the fear falls away. So the resistance falls away. So, and there are certain more revelations to come in for you, the word revelation here. And revelation is to reveal. The universe is going to reveal things to you, information, truths, discoveries about yourself, all sorts of wonderful stuff for you, all being presented to you. So they're going to be revealed. And in those revealing of those, and they love a surprise and delight, the universe loves a surprise and delight. So with a wink, the universe is going to reveal things to you, which is going to make you go, oh, okay, now I understand. And with that, you shift again, onwards and upwards, And through that shift, your reality changes, because it's the law of attraction. All the laws are completely intertwined with one another. There's lots of overlapping between the spiritual laws of the universe, but they're all beautifully, of course they are. It's a divine matrix of beautiful blending, alchemy of spiritual laws, and they're there as guideposts for us. So if you haven't looked them up, do look them up and just see what is resonating with you at this time. What is happening now is there is already within the choices that you are making and the transformation that you have allowed yourself to go through. There is already within it, within the blueprint of it, consequences, beautiful consequences. This is the law of cause and effect, the law of karma. And there is already things that have yet to appear, but are an aspect of, and there's a little something going past past me there, is an aspect of your journey at this time, a very strong result of the decision you made to evolve, to understand yourself better, to grow from a place that comes from the heart. So all will be well, my darling. All will be well. That's again with the Justice card. The universe is looking after you. So I trust that has helped those that have resonated with this reading. I look forward to doing another one for you next week. In the meantime, check out the dailies and the May readings, and I'm about to do the summer readings as well a little bit later this week. So do keep an eye out, and if you haven't yet subscribed, do subscribe. So much love, my darlings. Take care. Bye-bye. Pisces, hello, my darlings. Welcome to your weekly reading. Let's see what wishes to come out for you with the guiding light oracle. Ooh, somebody's been dreaming and planning. We've got dream come true, and I'm going to take this one because it came out with it, shining star. So I'm going to read the first words that I saw. It's time for you to take front and center stage. That's a bit scary, isn't it? Take front and center stage. It is to say, and alongside that, dreams come true. So you have been manifesting success, recognition, a lot of courage, a lot of stretching yourself beyond your comfort zone, but you're ready now to receive. You're ready now to stand up and be heard and be seen in whatever that may mean for you. To take front and center stage in one's life is to recognize that we are the actor, the producer, and the director of our lives, and that therefore we are causing and creating through whatever scene we are in. And we can choose to remain in that scene for as long as we want. We have free will. Or we can choose to depart when we feel it's right to do so. But remembering that we have surrounding us a support team. Now, these may be non-physical support team in terms of our council of all beings, or it may be physical support team around us. But until we choose to do something and to exit things and to walk away from things, or to bring a conclusion in our mind to things and let go of things, then we can't leave that certain stage, that certain scene. And the other supporting actors for the next scene can't come in. So it's time for you to take front and center stage. I feel this is a moment of a closure, sort of grand closure of something in your life, where the curtains close after you've done this wonderful sort of front and center stage declaration, exclamation, and something where you're standing up because you have something important to say. And if you're on a stage, people have come to listen. So maybe this actually in real life, you're going to go and stand on stage and make presentations and do beautiful talks and encourage people to perhaps see things differently or learn things in a way they haven't learned before. But it says your dreams are coming true. Your dreams are coming true because you stay true to your heart's desire. So this center stage is something that is part of, when it's your heart's desire, it's your soul's blueprint. Because it's coming from this place of love. And when it's your heart's desire wrapped up in imagination and packaged up with a ribbon of enthusiasm, you become that gift for yourself. And because it's your heart's desire, and it's therefore within you as that blueprint, like the acorn to the oak, don't deny yourself this, and don't doubt yourself in the approach that you are taking. And this is a dream come true. And it is true because it is the essence, it is the truth of you, it is who you are. And it has all come about in perfect planning. So, and I'm seeing two lots of sevens there. Sevens are about reflection. 7 and 7 is 14. 14 is new stable beginnings, and 1 and 4 is 5, and 5 is growth. So and number 3 is also growth as well. 5 is change, and 3 is growth, my darling. So beautiful, beautiful cards here for you. When I say reflection, we can reflect on things, but it is the reflection on the experiences that we have had. We don't necessarily learn from experiences, we learn from the reflection of those experiences. And my goodness, you have learned from the reflection of your experiences. And I feel that's why you're now ready to take front and center stage in your life. You are already a shining star. In fact, we are made, our matter comes from billions of years of stars. So you are a shining star, and now you are shining brightly because you understand that. So that's very beautiful. Let's have a look to see where your energy is right now with the tarot. Thank you. That flew out. Ace of Swords and the King of Swords. The King of Swords in this aspect is the utter clarity and the utter knowing, peaceful knowing about who you are and who you're becoming, and who you are and a leader in your field. The King of Swords is a king. He is a leader. He stands up. There is the understanding that you're ready. He is dressed for the part here. There's that thunderstorm. I don't know if you can hear it. That is beautiful. The king, the thunderstorm is to talk about the releasing of lower pressure in order to bring in that wonderful clarity. And, when we take a deep breath after a storm. So there are many, in your experiences, there are many challenges that you have overcome. And you have also, despite perhaps some rocky ground that you have gone through, you have conformed to that. You have grown to embrace the natural changes in your life. You have grown strong, my darling. There's a little hole there talking about the little owl, so that's about wisdom as well. So much truth has come to you. I'm seeing this sort of icicles pointing down. It's coming from the heavens. It's coming from infinite intelligence, from divine source wisdom. There's been a lot of rest in your life there. As I said, there's been a lot of reflection in your life as well. But you know what? Look at his face. He is contented about where he is, my darling. And there is now a plan. I feel like you have a plan. You have a plan, it sounds reasonable, it sounds good, and now it's about stepping up into that space. It's about time for you to take front and center stage and, make the decision to do so. And then you have the Ace of Swords, because despite what sometimes your insecurities say to you, which is the little child going, no, I can't wield the sword, I can't do this, I can't do this. You're doing it. You're dragging this sword with you, but you're doing it. And the Ace of Swords is your divine right, it's your divine timing, it's your divine intelligence. It's everything coming together at a point in your life that makes sense for you. And you see here the angel in the background. So trust your inspiration, trust the way that you communicate. Inspiration to inspire, to breathe in life force energy. You are being life force energy. You are communicating as life force energy. There are certain adjustments to be made, and you have made some already. You are ready for this. And the King of Swords with the Ace of Swords is very, very powerful. Timing for you to now communicate, to now take front and center stage in your life. So let's have a look to see Spirit's advice for you. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so you've got the Star card and you've got the 5 of Fire, which is the 5 of Wands. The only thing that's slightly keeping you away from this front and center stage is perhaps, I think you have quite a lot of interests, other interests as well. And I think there, or you've got sort of different ideas, different approaches about how to do things. And I think the combination of all of them is making life a little complicated for you. And Spirit wants you to bring it back to the simple basics, okay? The Ace of Air. You are a communicator. How do you communicate in a way that when you do such communication, it resonates with you as you speak it? There are many, many different ways of approaching a certain project, a certain idea, a certain job, a certain life plan. But when it's five is about change. Okay, so when with what we're doing in terms of our actions, in terms of our desires, in terms of our drive as well, try not to get overwhelmed by too many things that may be going on in your life. You could be having a little bit of what I call it a Control Alt Delete moment. It's also to say that others, you've kind of reached a point here at the top of this lovely grass hill, this grass mountain, where, you know, she's almost out for a walk and suddenly she's faced with all these things. So and they're causing a block in her path. So it's to say, I feel, aside from perhaps where you might be distracted, just think about what energies are coming towards you at this time that are distracting and are annoying, and that might be about conflict, might be about negativity, and just send out a no energetically to that, because there are certain changes that you're being asked to make, perhaps with relationships around you, or too many things you've got around you, where they just want you to be a little bit more selective about who you wish to accompany you on this journey, on this walk that you're doing at this time. That storm is extraordinary. And then you've got the beautiful star card that's appeared. So this is about your long-term goals and direction. And you are, do you see he's walking in the water here? There are those boulders again that did appear with the tree here too. But you found, Spirit is saying, in your approach, you're finding the path of least resistance. And you are constantly releasing stuff, sticky stuff that we gather all our lives, especially when we're younger, then we don't even know we've got that sticky energy, unhealed wounds and hurts and kind of conditioned behaviors, but you're releasing it, and you're doing a really good job of releasing it and keeping your balance. So give yourself a pat on the back. This is all about your hopes, your dreams, a path evolving. It's all about that, as I said, that long-term change, that long-term project. And this is looking at it in terms of that idea. Listen to that rain coming down. It's almost like this pouring, isn't it? And looking at it in terms of looking at it with a sense of belief and trust and optimism, because that's the star. It's a sign of hopes and dreams and blessings coming in, my darling. Is there anything else we can see in this card? And we've got here right above your head, and we've got the other stars. So if for those of you who haven't considered Reiki, whenever I see this card, I always am guided by Spirit to say that perhaps some Reiki, just a little bit of energetic adjustment within you. Perhaps there's some chakras that are a little bit blocked, a little bit stuck with that sticky energy that would help. A Reiki would help to shift that. And you will find the right person for that if you put the question out to the universe. This is really heavy rain, by the way. So I'm sorry if I'm shouting, but it's quite exciting. Got a little bit of a storm with the thunder. And have faith in the future, my darling. Have faith over fear at this time. Hello, my darlings. Welcome to your weekly readings. The second part of the first part I started earlier, but the storm stopped me just at the end of the Libra reading. And now I have moved into the cottage. I'm sitting here at my kitchen table because I have no Wi-Fi in my reading room at the moment, something I will resolve tomorrow with the help of the universe. So I am going to carry on with Scorpio. It's your reading now. We are using the Guiding Light Oracle, followed by the Angel Messages Tarot, I believe. And we will see what wishes to come out for you. So let's have a look to see. It was an extraordinary storm earlier. Daisy was hiding underneath the sofa. Nut was nowhere to be found. And my other one, she she's deaf anyway, so she couldn't hear what was going on, bless her. So what has wished to come out for you? Untapped inner power. Okay, so untapped inner power, number 2 and number 4. So number 2 is about decisions you're making at this time and how balanced they are. Number 4 is about stability, so leading to further stability for you. And 2 and 4 together, so about making stable, balanced choices. 2 and 4 together is 6. 6 is harmony, and 6 is also about perseverance as well. So there is a certain amount of pushing through that the universe is asking you to do at this time with whatever this relates to, pushing through into that untapped inner power. Sometimes we don't feel we have it in us, do we, when we are presented with a challenge, a stretching of ourselves, moving out of our comfort zone. And Spirit is asking you to push through that barrier that you feel that you have, because there is untapped inner power there that you are going to access. You're already accessing so much of it without perhaps comprehending. But the more you push through, the more you push through your fears, the more you allow, the more you kind of release. In releasing the fear and no resistance, the fear just falls away because there's nothing to resist anymore. And actually you realize that you always could do this, and you're actually really rather good at it. So it says untapped inner power. You're getting ready to experience great power from within yourself. So let's see what you're getting ready. And so getting ready says to me that you are very aware of what this means. You're very aware perhaps of limitations that you are imposing through the own limitations of the mind, which we all tend to do. That little person in us says we can't do this, or we can't do that, or we might not be good enough, or what might people think? But you're getting ready, which says to me you're already pushing through. You're already doing that law of preparation at this time. You are preparing for success. So let's see where your energy is right now. Thank you for Scorpio for this untapped inner power. Thank you, Spirit. Untapped inner power. What have we got? You are. I mean, how lovely. You've got the 2 of Earth on the bottom of the deck, and you've got the 7 of Earth. So this is all about what you consider to be of value at this time, what practical decisions, choices that you are making. Also, you are practicing a little bit of patience, but you're also quite curious in your state of being at this time at sort of checking out what's ready for harvest. You're sort of very aware in your surrounding what's ripe for the picking and what's not quite ready yet. And I feel you've got your basket there. There is a slight, as there always is within us, a slight impatience as to when things are going to happen, as to when things are going to be fruitful for you. But Spirit is saying that what you are doing at this time, and the word investment is getting my attention. You are investing in yourself in this. You are investing your time wisely. It is a valuable investment with whatever you are engaged with at this time that is getting your soul divided attention. And in the assessment, in the true assessment of your situation, if you haven't noticed yet, you will see the early signs of what is coming into being, what is coming into fruit for you at this time. This is an investment that is longer term. Now, what's really interesting is I feel you're only 1 or 2 steps away, because this is the 7 of Pentacles. And then you've got the 2 of Pentacles. So the difference between the 7 and the 9 of Pentacles, which is coming into a state of attainment of your goals, attainment of your dreams, tapping into that inner power within you, drawing on that source of divine energy, inspiration, imagination, intelligence, whatever you want to call it, tapping into the blueprint of yourself, literally is this card here, because the difference, these 2 add up to the 9 of Pentacles, and that is living life consciously, living life by spiritual law, understanding that you have created this world this reality that you are living in. And you have free will to make choices for yourself without fear, and understanding that the choice we have in life really is how we respond to what the universe is presenting to us, how we choose to respond. Do we respond with fear and anxiety and doubt and a stepping away, or do we launch ourselves into whatever challenge, whatever surprise and delight with an excitement that this has been presented to us for a reason, and we're going to go and find out what that reason is. Whether it is something that's going to lift us up, might bring us down for a moment, and then from that bringing down, lift us back up higher because we've learned something from it. So they're saying, don't be overwhelmed by any decision that is presenting itself to you at this time. Don't be overwhelmed by it. This is the Two of Pentacles. You have, when you are in that state of being that is excited and happy and embracing the newness, the expansion, the growth, the learning, the consistent effort that you're putting into something, but that you enjoy, you are, it's like a concept of child's play. You are in a high vibrational energy, and you are approaching this with a great deal of balance, okay? And you are, that's that number 2, and this, she's very stable here. So whatever is being presented to you at this time that you are being asked to make a decision about, approach it like you would. Try not to bring in your grown-up, your adult concerns about, well, what if this happens? What if this happens? Bring it into that blissful state of anticipation. The universe is playing with you. The universe wishes for you to play back at this time. There is a little boat here without oars. So it is to say, go with where the current is taking you at this time. Go with the current. Go with where you are being shown to go. Don't try and steer yourself in any one direction. Choose from the heart. Choose what feels right for you. Throw your attention in what you want to play with, what you want to have fun with, whatever this may mean for you. And let the current take you to where you are. And the current is also saying, this is your current moment of choice now, what you want to do. And it's your free will. And the current is only a current for a present moment, and then it's gone, just like the current of water, which water represents life force energy, the path of least resistance. So everything will be constantly evolving and changing and moving. Go with it. So, and that sometimes takes practice to do that, but you have something that you haven't yet tapped into, something untapped, something unclaimed, I'm getting. It's like a volcano. It's been lying dormant within you, some gift that is just in that divine timing for you, in that divine design for you, in the natural timing for you, is going to come forth. It's going to come out, that it's the pressure is building on it. And when a volcano erupts, when you take the top of something that's been tapped for a while, it's going to explode. You're going to be carried away with it. So allow yourself to be carried away with the momentum of what is going to happen when you make a choice for yourself that is coming from your perspective. A balanced perspective, yes, perhaps a logical perspective, but ignore the fear. Fear is a liar. Fear is something, we create these limitations and these fear scenarios because although we love to learn, although we came here to create, we were created to create, we've also created a sort of barrier for ourselves about sort of sometimes putting our toe in the water because we don't like the unknown. But the unknown is amazing, and the unknown is waiting for you. Do you see here? So let's see what the universe's advice is for you, my darling. Something's coming. This is the page of Earth. So some exciting news is coming in. This is about news. This is about transition. Pages are always about transition. This is something you're going to be really, really, really happy about. And this is something that is, whether this is a new job offer, a new idea, something that you hold dear, something you've been putting out there, and now the universe is responding to you. It's your time. It's going to allow you to tap into this untapped potential. And Spirit is saying, be prepared. So apply that law of preparation. Visualize. It's already happened. You may not have seen it yet, but in another realm, another reality, it's happened. The universe is now responding to you. You are beginning to see signs of what it is that you have put out there to the universe. So this is one of the first signs of the 8 of Pentacles, the next one between the 9 of Pentacles. The 8 of Pentacles, and that's why I love to see studious on this card. This opportunity here is going to allow you to fine-tune, to hone your craft, to develop your skills, to expand on your knowledge, to tap into this inner power, untapped infinite intelligence, untapped wisdom, wise, intellectual, spiritual downloads of matter. It is something you're going to be really, really happy about. So be, as it says, cheerful about it. It's cheerful, surprising, delightful news. And also be prepared to work hard, but not hard in it, oh, I've got to do this, but working consistently with a joyful approach, because you know this absolutely is in tune with you and it fits everything. It seems like a dream come true for you. So of course it is, because there is the last one, the Ace of Earth. This is a gift of divinity. This has got God's hand in it. This is a gift from the universe. Abundance, opportunity, and resources. Aces are always about a new beginning. So I feel for you, this is about a new approach, a new concept, a new awareness that you have a choice. You have the freedom of choice now to make a decision for yourself, that you trust in yourself, that you're trusting in your abilities, and you're trusting in your ability to learn. Everybody starts as a novice in something. Babies start learning to talk and walk. We all start as a novice in every area of our life. And I feel that this is a new level of what you were already so gifted at. And it's a new level because you're ready for it. And there may be some new unraveling of old ways of doing things, but it is an opportunity, and it's got resources here. So it's saying, not only be willing to go deeper in something you've never gone before, be aware that you're going to tap into things that you didn't even know that you could do, but now you are beginning to understand. But also that you have the whole of the universe as a resource for you, if you choose to believe it. Every person that comes forward to help you on this venture is being sent by the universe. Put the call out, send the call out. I'm ready to receive. I'm ready to take this step. I'm ready to do this. I'm ready to be studious. I'm ready. I'm getting ready. I'm preparing. I'm prepared to work in a consistent, loving way, a loving approach with this, because you're very, very skilled, my darling. And it is beautifully transformational for you. And I'm going to pull one last card. Thank you. King of Swords. Time for you to be a leader in this. The king is a leader. The king is knowledgeable. It's about knowledge, kings. It's about knowing who you are. This experience, this challenge, this expansion, this tuning in and tapping into who you are, into your full potential, is, yes, a learning curve, but through it all, you are truly getting to know yourself. You're getting to know the deepest reserves of you. You're getting to know things about yourself that you never knew before, because you hadn't experienced yourself in that situation and those challenges, and now you have. And the king is, he's got his sword in the ground there in the snow, which talks about the clarity that you're receiving, the realizations that you are getting that are completely shifting your reality, because your energetic vibration has changed according to, it's in accord with your realizations. So whatever you are resonating with and realizing, it's changing your reality. And as the King of Swords, it's about being articulate now in your approach, about stepping up as a leader, perhaps setting up something. Thank you, Spirit. Maybe setting up a new venture, a new company, a new way of doing things, a new partnership, a new team, standing up front and center, taking center stage. Again, you are ready for it. He's dressed warm. He's ready for this. And he's got a look on his face here. So, you know, the King of Swords is also somebody who communicates very wisely, communicates using the language of the universe, communicates using his words in a way that are not detrimental to him. So he understands that words are spells, they're spellings, and we can destruct or construct our lives depending on the words that we are using. And he is very happy in a state of being of I am, and setting out, this is his intention, this is who we are, this is who he intends to be, this is who he is. So really powerful reading, my darling. So really powerful readings, my darling. Sorry, my light just went there. That's why the video clicked in and out. Really, really powerful reading. You can do this. Don't be despondent. Don't feel that you can't. Just remember, it's all about how you're speaking to yourself. Do you want to inspire yourself, or do you want to sort of block yourself from moving forward at this time? Make the necessary adjustments within your thoughts and your words. This is a very powerful time for you to tap into that inner power that is naturally just waiting to come out for you within your divine design. So much love to you, and I look forward to doing another reading for you very soon. In the meantime, check out the daily readings, the May reading, and I'm about to start the summer readings. Lots of love, my darlings. Bye-bye. Aquarius, hello, my darlings. Welcome to your weekly reading. I am reading in the kitchen for a change because of the storm earlier. I lost internet connection out in the reading room, which I will resolve with the universe's help tomorrow. So we're going to use the Guide and Light Oracle to get an overriding message for you, my darling, and then we will move into a little bit of tarot. We have got Align with Your Wholeness, number 53. 5 is about change. 3 is about growth that's happening, although you may not be perceiving it. Aligning with your wholeness is to say that there is a disalignment that's happening at this time, because you are, and it says here, you are not your illness, your symptoms, or your habits. You, the person, are always whole and perfect. When we exist within the parameters of believing that we are separate from the universe, we define ourselves by things that have happened. We define ourselves by our characteristics. We define ourselves by our personality. We define ourselves also by other people's perceptions of who we are. But we are always different things to everybody. And we can never truly get to know who we are through other people's eyes or through our own eyes. And this is why the alignment with your true self, the wishing and desiring to understand yourself better, opens up a whole realm of possibilities and a whole realm of experiences for you. And it is very important that if you are at this time, say, for example, not feeling well, when the universe says you're not your illness, if you are saying, I am, or I have this, the universe responds always with, yes, you do have. It always responds with yes, because it responds to who you are. So if you are feeling unwell at this time, focus on your health, not your illness. Say, thank you for my health. You have 500 million new cells every time you wake up in the morning. Tell those new cells, thank you for my health. Thank you for the wealth in my life, the richness in my life, and all aspects of my health, my wellness, my well-being, my happiness. And saturate those new cells with the belief of who you are, not who you think you might be. And everything, my darling, is constantly evolving. And we do develop habits. We always develop habits in our lives. And those are habits that have come from conditioning behaviors from when we were little, responding to, reacting to whatever emotional landscapes that we were in. And so we take those habits into adulthood. Whenever we react to something, we are reacting something from our childhood. You are not that. You are not the habit. You are not the symptom. You are not the illness. You are the person, and you are always whole and perfect. So this is just maybe a little bit of a reality check for you at this time. And it's very much a growing time for you. So let's have a look to see where you are right now. And we are perfect in our imperfection. Okay, if we were perfect, we wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be here doing this game of life. We would be in another dimension. We would be, we came here as souls to experiment, to explore, to evolve, to remember who we are, that we are the universe, that we are, we were created to create. We were created to remember that we are part of all that is. We're not separate from it. We're the same as a leaf, an ant, a bear, a tiger. We are all one and the same. We all come from source energy. But we came here to forget the moment that we were born as souls. We chose our life. We chose our parents. We chose everything in our lives. And we came here to learn through the experiences. We came here to raise ourselves up in the understanding that we are more than this body. We are more than this physical being. We are a spiritual being having a human experience. And actually the word human, Hu, is an old ancient form of God. So a God is the gift of divinity. It is universe. It is universal consciousness. So aligning with your wholeness is you experiencing things at this time that are encouraging you to align with who you are, not who you think you are, but who you are. Thank you for Aquarius. 7 of Fire. So you are facing challenges at this time. And there is within you a deeper resilience than you have perhaps understood before, but now is coming to the fore. And you are handling this from an aspect of your higher self. Do you see you're standing on this boulder, which can represent a challenge, a problem, but you're using this challenge to vocalize and to express yourself in a way that makes sense to you, in a way that resonates with you. So you are aligning with your wholeness in this challenge. Think about this challenge that you're facing and how much you have shifted your perception of yourself and others and the situation, because you are now coming at it from a different angle. And you are not, in your determination, you are not entering into perhaps lower vibration, lower energies. You're not entering into the fray to fight. You are standing back and observing, and in a form of standing up for what you feel is right, protecting what you feel is right, but also protecting your space. That's the 7 of Fire. And 7's about reflection. So in this moment of this challenge, you're also reflecting on what is important for you. What is it that you truly want in your life? What is it that you truly desire in your life? What is it that inspires you? What is it that doesn't? Who is it that doesn't? So this is given you so much more, and it is part of this alignment with your wholeness. So let's have a look to see what Spirit's advice is for you. Thank you. That wants to come out. The 4 of Pentacles. This is about letting go now of any form of the old habits of control that you might have wanted to practice or to do in this situation. This is to do something differently. The bravest thing you've ever done is to surrender, is to let go of how you want it to go, to let go of any specific outcomes at this time, to loosen your grip on the situation, because you've got a doorway there with a padlock, and that is 44. That is 4 is about stability. This is, and 4 and 4 is 8. So 8 is about the progress you're making and perhaps the blocks that you're facing at this time. And one of the blocks you're facing is about not letting go. We've been taught for so long that in order for something to happen, we have to make it happen. But actually, we don't make it happen. We will it to happen. We believe it to happen. We create, we command the energetic forces to work on our behalf. We are never in control of anything. We can be in control, though, always about how we respond to a situation and what vibrational impact we are giving. What emotions are we feeding into that situation? Energy and motion. Where attention goes, energy flows. So Spirit is asking you to maintain control of perhaps some things that you may wish to say or do, and perhaps take a moment, sort of take a moment. She's sitting there filing her nails. Just take a moment of relaxation and consider perhaps what would happen if you didn't do anything. What would happen if you said to the universe, thank you for showing me that this issue has already been solved for me, and I'm going to step out of the way. I'm going to surrender to a higher power, and thank you for showing me. Because the forces of nature, the natural forces of the universe will always work on your behalf, and it'll always be fair. That's how the universe works. It's always fair. So let go of the outcome, surrender. When we loosen our grip on something, the solution presents itself. Loosen in Latin is solvere, solution. So loosen your grip, the solution will come in. A solution is a blending together. A solution is something that works. So, and there's going to be, once you let go and you surrender, there's going to be a fast movement for you. This is spiritual assistance, my darling, coming in, and you're going to get a real sense of progression, a real sense of something advancing and moving in a way that you wish it to do, whether this is something to do with your life, family, friends, relationships, a job, whatever it is, my darling. And it is a balanced approach here with the yin and the yang. And the universe is encouraging you to both be receptive and to be relaxed in that receptivity of receiving from the universe what it wishes to bring in for you as a solution, but also to go with it, to go with where the universe is taking you, to go with the current at this time, to go with the current flow at this time. And where was this card? You are always whole and perfect. When you are in balance with your yin and your yang side, look that up. Just look to understand more about the divine masculine and the divine feminine, which we all have within us. And sometimes we're more leaning this way or more leaning that way. And this is about, once you let go, you're going to come into so much more balance. And things are going to happen. And there is going to be a completion for you with the world. Something that you will recognize as a completion, something that you will feel has been a successful completion, something that's going to give you a little bit of time out, a time to rest and relaxation before a new cycle is coming in, something that the universe is guiding you to do as well, and something that you're going to be really, really, really pleased about, my darling, because it is a completion of something. And it's a completion perhaps of a certain releasing, a certain aspect of yourself, a certain reactionary side of yourself, a reaction that has stopped. You stop doing that reaction because you're aware of the triggers, and therefore you're changing the way you're responding. And so that's a completion within itself, because we go through this whole mini births and deaths our entire life with how we shift our energy, with how we understand what is happening. You know, we build up throughout our lives until we come into that sense of awareness, all sorts of sticky stuff that we've got attached to, or we haven't let go of, or we don't understand is even there, that controls. You know, our subconscious directs our entire life. Those subconscious thoughts and feelings that we have about things direct our entire life. And it has no sense of humor, bless it, but it's incredible. But if you can direct your subconscious by being aware of how you're thinking and feeling about things and what you're reacting to and what triggers you and why that triggers you, then you are consciously then directing your life. You're consciously directing your energy, emotion, your feelings. You are responding to life differently, and you don't feel so much fear. So, and that is all coming into alignment with your wholeness and understanding that you are perfect just the way you are. This is who you intended to be. This is who, as a soul, You came to be. Where you are right now is exactly where you're meant to be. Exactly. There is a reason for everything. Not everything is as it seems. It's only in hindsight. It's only when we, perhaps as a soul, once we've left this earth, unravel the whole pattern of our life, that we understand why certain things happened in certain ways. But there is an intricate pattern designed to absolutely everything, and everything is connected. And I feel that sense of understanding is beginning to appear to you in natural timing for you. So I trust that has helped those that have resonated with this reading, my darling. I look forward to doing another one for you next week. In the meantime, do check out the daily readings. I've done the readings for May, and I'm about to start the summer readings for you. So I'm looking forward to that. In the meantime, have a rest of a lovely day, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Take care and so much love. Cancer. Hello, my darlings. Welcome to your weekly reading. For those of you who know me, you can see I'm in a different space. We had a storm earlier today and it knocked my Wi-Fi out of my reading room. So I am now in the kitchen reading. And I am sure the universe will help me sort out the Wi-Fi for tomorrow. So I'm using the Guiding Light Oracle. We're going to see what wishes to come out for you. And what have we got? We've got... Ooh, now we had this earlier for another star sign, untapped inner power. Something within you is ready to come out, okay? So something that is going to be very powerful for you, something that's going to drive you forward, my darling, something that the universe is encouraging you to venture into. This is something new, untapped inner power, something you haven't perhaps recognized is such a gift for you. It's been there, it's been dormant, it's been ready. It is an expansion of something that you're already leaning towards. You are getting ready to experience great power from within yourself. So wherever your attention has been going at this time, whatever you have been working on, enjoying and encouraging in your life, you are about to tap into a far greater depths of it. And if you think about untapped, something that's tapped means it's an endless stream. It's an endless source of inspiration for you, an endless source of enthusiasm. And it's something that's part of your blueprint. It's something that's coming through as source energy for you. It's part of your gift, my darling. So let's have a look to see what the tarot says for where you are right now. And 2 and 4, by the way, number 24 here, 2 and 4, 2 is about balanced decisions, 4 is about stability that comes from those balanced decisions. And 2 and 4 is 6, and 6 is harmony, but a little bit of perseverance. There's a little bit of hard work, but good hard work, enjoyable hard work that's coming as a result of you tapping into this inner power. And, you know, when we tap into the inner source energy within, we go with it. We go with it. We fly. Things seem to happen because we are a stream of consciousness. We are, you know, stream is water. Water is a great representation of non-resistant life force energy. So when we tap into something, as you've noticed, when you get lost in something that just completely captures all of your intention and joy, it seems like things just happen because you are tapping into, you are aligning with your wholeness. You are a constant, almost like you're live streaming with the universe. You are in accord with, you are in harmony with. So let's have a look to see. Too many cards, but I saw the full card and the 10 of Swords. Thank you. There we go. There we are. So the World card has come out for you. The reason why you're getting ready to experience great power from within yourself is you have completed something. This is the World card here. And the World card is a completion of a cycle. Now, you may not be feeling it at this time. You may be feeling that there is a little bit of unstableness happening in your life and change happening in your life and things that you might not want to be facing at this time. And it is causing conflicting emotions within you. But the universe wants you to take a moment or two to think about what has finished in your life, what has completed, what has been a resounding completion that has brought with it a feeling, a sense of a closed chapter. And what out of that have you successfully navigated? where has it brought you? What are you looking now forward to from what has happened? Where have the blessings in disguise appeared from this closing of this chapter? Because when you get a completion of something, we might perceive it through the eyes of our identity that sees itself as separate, as something that may have not quite gone the way we wanted, or failed, or wasn't quite what we thought was going to happen. But actually, always, whether we consider it a success or failure, it is a spiritual success, because when we have a completion of something, it means that that energetic structure that we have been existing in, we have evolved past it. We've learned the lesson. We've moved through it. We have come through it in a way that is expansive. And therefore, that energetic structure has dissolved and dissipated in order to make way for a new structure. And if you've been feeling a little bit emotional recently, and those emotions have been rising up, a bit like a sort of a untapped tears, or the tears have been flying, it's because the tears, as water, are an emotional release. They are energy, emotion being released from you, because they are not, you have released them through either what you have done, you completed, you have assessed, you have processed, and whatever was stuck energy in you has now been released. But it is tears are the vibrational relationship between where you were and where you are desiring to go. And so you're ready now to go. It says you're getting ready to experience great power from within yourself. So celebrate whatever has happened. Be grateful for whatever has happened, even if you don't totally understand it. Just be in a state of gratitude. That is beautiful power coming. That is using life force energy to its greatest advantage by being grateful for something. Even if you didn't think there is anything to be grateful for. So in a state of gratitude, we are saying thank you for whatever it is that is coming forth as a result of what has happened. And I am grateful for the challenge. I am grateful for the evolution. I am grateful for the learning. I'm grateful for my growth. And I'm grateful to myself for navigating it in such a way that I can begin to see that it's happened for me, not to me. For others of you, you may absolutely be celebrating the success of something, the accomplishment of something that you haven't done before, and you have successfully completed on something. Maybe the completion of a job, the culmination of something you've always desired, a relationship that has come into a wonderful sense of being. So whatever it is, my darling, it has been a challenge, but you've been very determined to do that. So let's have a look to see what the universe's advice for you is at this time. Thank you. Thank you. What's the advice for Cancer at this time with the World card? Justice. The beautiful, beautiful Justice card has come out. So it says here, fairness, the law, and karma. The universe. So the spiritual laws of the universe, of which there are many, but there are a predominant few, are there to guide us. There are guideposts for us. We've all heard of the law of attraction. It's also the law of love. How we are resonating, how we are vibrating, we are attracting in the vibration that we are. So life tends to reflect who we are. And that's how the universe responds to us, because it always says yes. The law of cause and effect. Within each and every choice that we make, there is an effect to it. There is an inherent blueprint, consequence, good or bad, to the choices that we are making. But there is a reason for it. It's the B cause. There is a reason for that being. There is a reason for that event happening. And it is an aspect, it is a part of our growth, our life plan. So the Justice card, my darling, as a major arcana, is to say that you are very, very close now to fulfillment from the heart in the situation where you are. You are either, with this completion of this world cycle, feeling a sense of fulfillment, or you're very, very close to it. And it's about now the decisions you're going to make for this untapped inner power. The decision you're going to make now is going to have a vast impact on your future. It's going to have a long-lasting impact on your future. And it is also about saying that if you have been working and doing and giving and being generous of heart and feeling a sense of success and accomplishment and awareness, then the universe is going to reward you. It's the karma, it's the law of cause and effect. So what you've been giving out, you're going to receive 100-fold back. So this is to say that, and everything is fair and everything is balanced as well. So learn or read up on or approach the laws of the universe. You know, I have come to understand that I am living a life that I have created. It is a world of my creation through my growing understanding of the laws of the universe and my respect and my gratitude for them. And where I once felt fear, I now, for the most part, have a feeling of being excited and ready. And that's what the universe wants you to approach now with this untapped inner power. So let's have a look to see what is around you at this time. And whatever choices you're making, as I said, at this time, it is a choice. It's a very important choice, and it's a choice that's going to change everything for you. Thank you. And 8 for the Justice card, my darling, is, you know, it's about the action that you're going to take. Perhaps the obstacles and challenges you're going to face. Life is not flat. It's like a wave. It goes up and down, but we can ride those waves if we know that it's all happening for us. All of it's happening for us. It's all happening for us. You've got the Magician here. So this is the magic of the universe. This is you perhaps making a choice now to do some form of, I'm getting some form of training, some form of skill, some form of growing your skills, mastering your skills, creating magic. Because, you know, let's put it this way. The Magician is about being a master manifester. It is about the manifestation of our desires. Everything that is a desire has come from somewhere, hasn't it? It's come from a thought. It's come from a feeling. That is non-physical. But when we believe and we love and we feel it's already happened, and we express, we command in a very humble way. And when we understand that it will appear, but it'll appear perhaps in some form that we haven't considered through the limitations of our mind, and we're open to all sorts of amazing adjacent possibilities of the apparition of that desire, then that's when the magic happens. And when we understand that everything that we have around us has come from some form of original thought or idea, which is ideas and inspiration, a divine source energy, but that our consistent effort and developing skill and expertise, that comes from the mastery, the embracing, the stepping beyond our comfort zone, and the dedication, the discipline that we apply. Disciple. You see, discipline. But it's about concerted effort. It's about consistent effort. And it's taking the thoughts that matter, because all thoughts matter, and it's putting them into the physical. And actually, one of the great ways of manifestation is to write down what it is that you are desiring. Take it from this non-physical realm and make it physical in front of you. You know, your reading is the World, the Justice, and the Magician. 3 huge life event cards for you. And 21 and 8 makes 29, and 1 makes 30. That is 3. 3 is huge exponential growth for you at this time. And it's because you are willing to tap into, let loose a stream of something. Whether you are writing, whether you are creating, whether you're an artist, you're a writer, you're a blogger, you're somebody on social media, you're a helper, you're a counselor. It's about the stream of what we may call subconscious, but it is life force energy coming through you. Don't be resistant to what is wanting to come out at this time. Put pen to paper. Believe that you have everything that you need at this time, as the Magician as well. There are opportunities being presented to you. You have the clarity of your desire. You have the understanding of what it feels like for you, what the fulfillment feels like for you, and be open to receiving what the universe is going to present to you, because it's all very well and good manifesting left, right, and center, and understanding consciously that we are here to create, and to live life consciously is extraordinary, to live life by spiritual law. But unless we're ready to receive it, it can't come in. So think about what perhaps you're not wishing to receive in your life right now, or perhaps what energy you're giving out at this time, because you're ready to step up as the Emperor. You're ready to take on a leadership role with something. You're ready to lead from the front. And where you lead, others will follow. So you're ready to do something new, something adventurous, something exciting. Maybe you're an entrepreneur. Don't give up. Don't give up at whatever point. I don't feel you're going to give up. You've had some completion, some success. You know, sometimes with the World card appearing, it means that there's a period of your life where you're having a little bit of a downtime and it seems like nothing's happening. But actually, you've just done a whole load of something. It may be a lot of physical stuff that you can recognize, but it could have been a whole load of energy shifting you've been doing. And you need a break. You need a rest. So just trust that where you are right now is where you're intending to be. And that means that whole new cycle is coming in for you. Yeah, I mean, look, the Star card now. I mean, goodness me, my guys, this is amazing. So this is an energy of that's that untapped potential. Do you see? And the more you release, the more you're releasing, you're bang in the middle of that stream. So you're walking the walk at the moment. You're taking that path. You're using your energy at the moment is like on a slipstream. So use it, use the momentum. It's almost like he's almost running. And there is a great deal of things that are being released from your life right now. What does that mean to release? It means to let go of things. It means to surrender. It means to be open to receiving whatever is the variation of what it is that we desire according to divine law and our greatest good. It's about not having such a structured view on everything. And it's also about releasing perhaps concepts and ideas and beliefs that we had about ourselves that come from deeply rooted conditioned responses or reactions to life when we were younger or perhaps older, and experiences that we went through. And we're constantly going through those death and rebirths our entire life. So you are on the path to fulfillment. And you are inspiring yourself and continue to go with that flow of inspiration. The Star card is to say that this journey that you're on to where you are wanting to go, you are on the right path. It is signed to say it is going to come into fulfillment for you. It is aligning. The stars are aligning. The universe is aligning for you. But this is your partnership. If you're co-creating, which is the coincidences, if you're co-creating with you are co-creating with the universe, then it is to say with the Emperor, what is your role? What is your task in this? What is the universe as your partner asking for you? The universe is asking you to step up to the plate, to take on that leadership role, to take that first step forward with belief, with trust, with confidence, with faith. With a little bit of, you know what, maybe this will happen, maybe it won't, but it doesn't matter because it's all happening for me. It's that approach. Not to rush forward too much, to take your time, listen to wise counsel like any emperor would. Do you see he's sort of almost tossing a coin? That's that maybe not. We'll see what happens. It's this we'll see what happens approach, not trying to control everything. The emperor couldn't possibly control everything within his universe. But he does gauge and use his senses and listen to those that the universe has sent to him to help him, his council of wise beings. And he's not in a rush to control any particular outcome. So there we are, my darling. I just want to show you this reading again. The World, the Justice card, the Magician, the Star, and the Emperor. You have got something amazing about to happen, and you are on the slipstream to success. That's the message from Spirit. That's going to be my title. You're on the slipstream to success. Don't turn off what is evolving for you now. Go with where that slipstream is taking you. It's going to be a rush ride. It's going to be a bit scary. It's going to fill you with adrenaline at one point and make you fearful the next. Keep going on. Keep on that slipstream, because there is something extraordinary happening for you, and you so deserve it. And it is because it is in response, the universe is now responding to you in alignment, in harmony with who you are. You're coming into a wholeness. So absolutely beautiful. So much love to you. I hope that has helped those who have resonated with this reading. I look forward to doing another one for you next week. In the meantime, do check out the dailies and also, my darlings, the May readings, and I'm about to start the summer ones. But have a rest of a lovely day and take care. See you soon, my darlings. Lots of love. Bye-bye.